Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being with me here today on this channel, my channel, your channel, Blossoming Souls. It is always my honor, my pleasure, and it brings me joy to bring messages to you, to deliver messages to you from Spirit. And today is Sunday. I call it Sacred Sunday Messages because these messages always start within the soul, and that is the core of our existence, our growth, our journey. And so I am just overjoyed this morning. I did wake up early because I wanted to do this reading. I was excited about it. And honestly, when I woke up early, I wasn't sure what this message was going to be. I was just excited at being here with you and sharing this energy. And so I felt led to, I feel the energy of Archangel Raphael here today with us. And it feels very much like we are, a lot of us are sort of recovering, if you will, from something, a healing. A healing could be taking place right now. And it feels very, it can be emotional, it can be triggering to a mood or whatever it is, it's moving energy. And it does feel very much like it is time for this healing and time to come out of sort of feels like we've been not under a rock, but kind of in a way secluded in certain things going on in our spiritual and physical life, emotional, mental. There's a lot here that is happening within our soul on this journey. And for a lot of you, it feels like maybe you've been stagnant for a while, of course. This happens in our path, in our journey. And when that happens, it usually means there's a healing going on, right? There's some inner work that has to happen that is maybe energy is stuck, or there is a something. I feel like when we are in this place where there's healing going on, inner work going on, it is the universe prepping us and preparing the way, clearing the way for our manifestations, right? Because all of us have manifestations. All of us have intentions that we put out there, what we want in our life. We put out there things that we wish to achieve. And it feels very much like the universe is saying, okay, but you have to embrace along the way changes, and you have to know that there are times when energy has to be cleared, when a healing has to happen, when your heart has to sort of open up and allow the wound to heal, whatever it was, whatever it is. And it feels like it's not, it feels like this has been happening for a while for a lot of us, this healing going on. I feel that many of you are finding that you're almost unrecognizable in your whatever it is that's been going on, as far as for me it feels like opening up your voice, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, finding your power, but not only finding your power, owning your power, and being in a situation or position to express your wants, your needs, your desires, to stand up for yourself, right? So in this interesting journey in life, in our spiritual journey, right, it feels as if sometimes we come to a place where we feel like, what happened? I was on this journey, I was doing everything I should, I felt blessed, I felt happy, I felt good, and all of a sudden I feel a void, or I feel like there's no way out of this cave, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, or there's no resolution here, right? Because it's been going on for a very long time. And that's where Archangel Raphael energy comes in. If you're not familiar with Archangel Raphael, this energy is this is sort of like God's top physician, or healer, right? But it feels very much like he is here. And I say he because I do believe this feels like a male energy. Though in our energy, there really is no male and female. It is energy, right? There's a masculine, there's a feminine. We all have them, both energies within us. And I'm just gonna shuffle some cards for a moment and ask Archangel Raphael to come through and deliver us a message today. This card that popped out, and thank you very much, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Interesting that I talked about taking back our power and finding our powerful truths, who we are, who we really are, and who we are meant to be. And it feels very much like a lot of you are really surprising people in your close environments, right? You're speaking up, you're speaking out. And for a lot of you, it feels like it's sort of a wobbly type of energy, because it feels like you sort of your emotions are still raw from healing, right? So you are maybe speaking up or speaking out, but maybe you're beating yourself up because you're finding your power and it's there, but it's a little harsh sometimes. So that's what I feel is happening with some of you, but that will all balance out. It's like if you ever see, I'm thinking of horses when they give birth, right? And these little baby horses, I forgot what you call them, colt maybe, I'm not sure, but when they are born, they get up on their feet and they're wobbly because they're not used to having their feet on the ground. They've been inside the comfort of their mother's belly, and so now they have to learn to balance themselves, and it comes quickly because it's just natural instinct. So that's what it feels like with this energy. Like we have found our inner power, but we have to learn to balance it and to know how to speak our truths with grace and with love, right? Because it's sort of like a healing cleanup. Like we have leftover emotions, we have leftover feelings of, it could be anger, resentment, whatever it is. But there is a healing going on, and we are kind of at the tail end of some kind of healing in some part of your journey. And it feels like that's why New Beginnings has been in my messages over and over again, because it is a new beginning. It's the end of sort of hiding in your shell, and it's sort of like a put up and shut up, right, situation, where it's like you haven't said anything because you were afraid of the results, what would happen if you do speak up. But I feel like there is an energy coming, or is here for some of you, that is very confident, and you're no longer afraid that if you speak up, someone's going to leave, or they're going to abandon, or they're going to, you know, or they're going to judge you harshly. It's no longer a concern. Your main concern right now is honoring your empowerment, honoring who you are, honoring your soul, right? That's your focus right now. And so I want to show you this card. I've been holding it. It's funny that I said finding our empowerment, because Archangel Raphael says your inner authority is coming through. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power, right? And I listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. This is a powerful time for all of us. It is a time of it's more like some of you may be in introspection, you may be in a silence right now, but it feels like it's more of an action, like coming out of this releasing of toxic energy, or a shifting in your confidence, no longer being a victim, no longer being imprisoned in your own how do I say this? In your own energy, right? Where you have felt like you don't have a choice. There are certain things that you have no control over, so you just stay in that negative toxicity, right? But that is being cleared away. It feels like there's just a little bit of cleanup with that. And it feels like we're at the tail end of this. That's what this feels like. So, right? It's emotional. So I feel like this is the end, right, of something. Because this card, Archangel Raphael, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. To me, this card feels very much like you're done with that hiding your empowerment, hiding your power. You're done. I used to wonder why some people have this sort of damsel in distress type of approach to relationships, right? Because I've known people that have acted like they're helpless so they could get the attention of someone else, so someone could take care of them. And there's nothing wrong with someone taking care of you, but here's the thing. When you push aside your own empowerment, I feel like that is a step back, and it feels very much like a untruth. It's not who you are, right? So I don't know, that popped in, I just needed to say it. But it feels like with this card, it's time to find the magic in you, the magic in life, and to understand and be aware of who you are, be aware of your emotions, be aware of all of it. It's time to balance out all of that, right? That's what it feels like. Archangel Raphael is here with a loving word, words of guidance to all of us, and it is amazing. It is beautiful, and it is something that we should be thankful for. We pulled the Divine Intervention card, okay? So it looks like Divine Intervention is here. That's what I just said, right? I said that in the beginning, that we are in a time when we are coming out of some sort of toxic energy or something that needed to be released, because we are in need of following the leader, which is our soul, right? Following our soul, our path, our soul path. And I feel like this is a time to believe in magic, a time to believe in yourself, a time to believe in your divine creator, right? Because many of you can't go on the way you are, the way you have been. You've been wandering around on this spiritual journey, not knowing what's next, feeling as if there's something big coming, a big shift, a big change, right? So your empowerment and finding your power is not just speaking up and taking your rightful place in any situation, but it's also about allowing yourself to move with the universe. Whatever the universe is orchestrating, whatever is unfolding, whatever changes are coming, and whatever process we have to go through to get to that, we have to be open to that. And so it feels like that's like a divine intervention. That divine intervention is your soul. It is God, your divine creator. It is your soul saying, I'm in alignment to move forward now. I'm ready to. God can come down, right? And the hand of God comes down to offer you help. Here's where your power is. Will you hop aboard that hand? Will you ride that journey? Ride that wave? Will you let your divine creator help you? Will you let your soul lead you? This is what Spirit is trying to convey to us today. Your soul is eternal, right? Your body is not. And so it's important to know that your soul goes on. Your energy is infinite. And so if your energy is infinite, don't you want to follow your soul, the soul's guidance? Don't you want to follow that? That's what I feel that is the message today here, is yes, finding your empowerment is so important, to speak up for yourself, to have conversations that you need to have, to not just use your voice, but it's the energy. It's the energy that comes through you and affects others. It's that self-confidence, that rise to your own stardom within yourself, right? It's like if you've ever had a victory over something. Yes, I've got this. Yes, I did this. This is that energy that's coming in for all of us, for our soul's growth, right? To keep moving forward, but not just trudging forward, sometimes leaping forward into something new. We have to work with the universe. We have to work with our soul, right? Body, mind, spirit, alignment. Bear with me, I need to take a sip. It's interesting that on our journey, it's the path twists and turns, and sometimes we don't see what's around the corner, and sometimes we're not supposed to know. Because if we listen to our soul, we should never have to worry about what's around the corner, right? This is my soul. This is my truth. This is my core. This soul of mine is the closest to my divine creator. And when I say that, I mean, if I'm created in infinite energy, think how powerful that is, right? You are the most powerful force. You are not the flicker, you're the inferno, right? You've risen above that lower energetic status, so to speak. You are the moon that lights the way in the darkness. You are the sun, so bright. You inspire growth in yourself and others. You're not a ripple in the water, you're a wave, right? I could go on and on. And I feel like in our human bodies, we may never be able to fathom how powerful we are. Think about that. That energy that's infinite. Nothing can stop energy, right? Think about it. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? How powerful are you? Infinite energy, guys. And I'm here to tell you, I know, because I've been on the receiving end where I have said, easier said than done, you're not in my circumstance. Well, I know that. But it feels like this energy is changing all of that. That mindset, that falling into the trap of staying, being a victim or feeling stuck. You ever hear stories of people that sort of in a traumatic situation, they kind of have this superhuman power? I've heard stories of people that a car accident or something, and someone's stuck under the car, and someone has superhuman strength suddenly, and they lift the car, right? They lift the car up just enough so someone can get out. It's like in those moments, your inner power comes out. But it just, I'm using that as an example to tell you how powerful we are. And even me, as I speak these words, because of who we are in this world and how we've been sort of trained to believe we can't be too powerful, right? Or we can't be too confident, we can't be overconfident, we can't be this, we can't be that. Sitting here saying these words that Spirit wants us to hear, I realize that I fall into that too. That doubt, because I believe that along the way we have lost something energetically, that confidence, that power. And we have fallen into the trap of believing the negativity in the world, in the environments around us. But Spirit says enough. Your soul is saying, let's go. Move away from that. That's not who you are. That's not who you are. You are powerful. You are mighty. You are infinite. Anything else, guides? just get my Archangel Michael cards because I haven't used these in a bit, but I've been feeling the presence of Archangel Michael here with us, here with me. And I feel like there is a message here from our beautiful protector, Archangel Michael. Talk to me. What is it you want to tell us today, Archangel Michael? Ooh, okay. Thank you. Yes, here we are. Going forward fearlessly. That's the empowerment that's coming through. That's what I said. Going forward fearlessly. Knowing, like I said earlier, some of us are in a situation where, you know, afraid to speak up because you're afraid someone will not like it and maybe leave the situation. Or maybe you're afraid that someone will judge you harshly or something like that. But we are no longer going to be in that position where we care. Right? Because we have listened, we have allowed, and we have honored our soul to lead us to someplace better. That's what this feels like very much. And then Archangel Michael says, now that you've discovered your power, your authentic you, realize how infinite you are. Use your imagination and you will see the answer. So this to me tells me you are ready to trust your own guidance. You're ready to manifest beautiful things because you are in alignment with your soul. That's what this feels like, and this feels so true and so real. This message is really hitting home. Anything else, guides? I don't know how anything can top that because it feels like a deep, deep cleansing and like relief, right? Like coming out of the forest and seeing a clearing. You found your way. You've made it. Remember, if any of you are Trekkies and you watch Star Trek, the beginning of that show was, there was a phrase and it said, to boldly go beyond, I think, where no one has gone before. That's you. That's your soul. This is your journey. You're kickstarting something new. And embrace that. Love that. And then Archangel Michael wants to leave us with a final word. You're guarded and protected. Don't you know that? Don't you know? Don't forget me, he says. Call on me. I can come. I can help you. I can sever those last little bits of cord that need to be severed, that no longer serve you. I can help you. I can shield you and help you move along your journey. I love this message. This is really something I needed today, and I know you do too. I don't feel that there's anything else that needs to be said unless there is one last thing that pops out, but I don't think so. I feel like I feel like we should all give a word of thanks to our guides, to Spirit, to your Divine Creator, and to yourself. So I just want to take a moment with you to kind of just, in your own way, give thanks to the universe, and not just lip service. Mean it from your heart and soul. And so for me, I want to take a moment and say thank you to my Divine Creator. Thank you to my guides, my angels, and the universe for making me aware of who I am and what I'm capable of, and for helping me to understand and embrace that my path isn't always clear. It isn't always in the timing that I want it to be. But I understand that as an infinite being of light, I must embrace and trust everything on this journey that leads me to where I need to be. And then I want to thank myself for taking the time to listen to this message, to give this message, and to apply this message where it is needed. I hope you have all enjoyed this message today, and know that I am with you. I am here always, in my infinite energy, in my truth, in my love. Until next time, all of you, take care. Love and light. Namaste.